Good morning, my dear students. Today we discuss about the ethers and epoxides from BSc 4th semester class. So, previous class we discussed the definition of ethers, the classification, nomenclature and preparation of ethers. So, you know that ethers are a class of organic compounds that contain an oxygen atom between two alkyl or aryl groups. Hence, the general formula is RO R dash. So, already note that if both R and R dash are same, the ethers are called simple or symmetrical ethers. If both R and R dash are different, the ethers are called mixed or unsymmetrical ethers. So let us discuss about the cyclic ethers. In cyclic ethers, one or more carbon atoms are replaced with oxygen atoms. Here some of the examples are mentioned below. You notice that are all cyclic structures with one or more oxygen atom in the ring. So this type of class is called cyclic ethers. There are different membered cyclic ethers are there. Here, first one is three-membered cyclic ethers are called auxirae. The name is ethylene oxides. And here, the three-membered cyclic ethers which contain an oxygen atom and two carbon atoms. So totally there are three-membered cyclic ethers. For example, it is the ethylene oxide. So, if four-membered cyclic ethers are called oxetane and five-membered are called tetrahydrofuran and six-membered we call it as tetrahydropyran. So, in these five, there is a very important cyclic ethers is there, that is auxirane. We call it as ethylene oxide or epoxides. Okay, so epoxides are cyclic ethers containing an oxygen atom, is a part of a three-membered ring. Hence, is three-membered ring, cyclic ring, there is a presence of an oxygen atom in the ring. Hence, epoxides are also called auxiranes. And the simplest and most important epoxide is ethylene oxide. Here we predict the structure of epoxides. In these three structures, the last structure you notice that the bond angle of COC is nearly 60 degree, but the stable cyclic structure, the bond angle is 109 degree 28 minutes that is in tetrahedral structure. Hence, due to this reason, epoxides have angle strain. Hence, making them more reactive than other ethers. Due to this reason, there is a strain configuration is occurred. Hence, it is the most reactive than other ethers. So, next part is nomenclature. So, cyclic ethers are nomenclated in IPC system as follows. First, prefix OX is used, which indicates the presence of oxygen in the ring system, and suffix indicate the number of atoms in the ring system. So, there are four structures are there. So, first structure you notice that there is a presence of oxygen in the ring, we use OX, and in the ring we notice that it contains three atoms, that is one oxygen and two carbon atoms. So it is a three-membered ring structure, we use irae. So totally in IUPAC system you call it as auxirane. So second structure is a four-membered ring with the presence of oxygen atom, we use oxetane. Third structure is oxolane and fourth one is oxane. So first structure, we notice that the three-membered ring is the very simplest structure is what? Ethylene oxide. So next, nomenclature of epoxides. So here we notice that the first structure is epoxide, that is oxirane. So we nomenclate these epoxides. The simplest epoxides are named as the derivative of oxirane. And second point, where the epoxide is a part of another ring system, it is shown by the prefix epoxy. So these are used in the IUPAC nomenclature. And in commons name, that is third point, are derived from the name of the alkene from which the epoxide is formally derived. So first we use name of the alkene and then term oxide is added. So here these three structures are there. So first one is oxirane, because it is the simplest epoxide structure. So according to IUPAC system, there is a presence of oxygen, attachment of oxygen between two carbon, that is first carbon and second carbon. Hence we named as a 1,2-epoxy ethane according to IUPAC system. In second structure, we use the 2-methyl oxirane, that is there is a 3 carbon are there. So the name is propane is used, but the presence of oxygen between first carbon and second carbon. Hence the IUPAC name is 1,2-epoxy propane. Here the third structure, we notice that there are 4 carbon atoms. So in that the second and third carbon atom, there is attachment of oxygen takes place. So hence according to IUPAC system, we named as 2,3-epoxy butane. For common system, the first structure is according to common system, the third point, the first we use the name of the alkene and then oxide is added. Hence according to that, the first structure we named as ethylene oxide, because there is a presence of 2 carbon atoms, that is ethene. So ethylene oxide. Second one, there is a 3 carbon atoms, we use propylene oxide. The third structure, there is the presence of 4 carbon atoms, we call it as butene oxide or cis, because 2 methyl groups are in the same side. So we use cis 2-butene oxide. So next point is preparation of epoxides. So epoxides are prepared by the following methods. There is the first method is the ethylene oxide or epoxide can be prepared by the oxidation of ethylene with oxygen in presence of silver as a catalyst at 250 degrees centigrade. Hence the first method, we use ethene reacted with oxygen in presence of silver as a catalyst at 250 degrees centigrade. There is the formation of ethylene oxide or epoxide. So second method, epoxides are synthesized by the oxidation of alkenes by using the peroxy compound, such as per-acetic acid or per-benzoic acid. So epoxides are synthesized by using the peroxyacetic acid or per-benzoic acid. The oxidation takes place. So first structure, you notice that alkene plus peroxy acid, there is formation of epoxide, and another one is acid is byproduct as obtained. So example, we use cyclohexene and reacted with peroxyacetic acid. The oxidation is takes place to form epoxy cyclohexane with the formation of acetic acid. So these are the two methods. So next, third method is the hydrochlorination or hydrobromination takes place across the double bond to form a halohydrine and further react with a strong base. It leads to intramolecular acento reaction that produces epoxides. So when ethene or propene react with hydrochlorination or hydrobromination, there is a formation of a halohydrine, and further that halohydrine is react with strong base like NaOH, like etc. Then it leads to intramolecular acento reaction. It produces the epoxide. So first structure, first reaction, you notice that ethene react with chlorine and water molecule to form a halohydrine. Then react with OH minus, that is strong base. It gives ethylene oxide. Same as second reaction, we use propylene react with chlorine in water to form a halohydrine, that is chlorohydrine. React with a strong base, that is calcium hydroxide, form propylene oxide. So these are the preparation, 3 methods. One is this one, second and third method. So last part is these chemical properties. So epoxides are much more reactive than simple ethers because there is the presence of ring strain configuration. Why? Due to the angle strain, that is there is the presence of 60-degree angle, because the stable angle is that in tetrahedral, that is 108 degrees minutes. So this epoxides is less than that angle, so it creates a angle strain. So second point, nucleophilic attack to the electrophilic carbon of the CO bond, causing it to break, resulting in the ring opening. So we use nucleophiles to attack the electrophilic carbon. There is a ring opening takes place. Third point, opening the ring relieves the ring stain. So after bond breaking or opening the ring, it relieves the stain. Fourth point, the product are typically two substituted alcohols. So almost all the products are alcohol is obtained. The fifth point is epoxides can react with a large number of nucleophiles. So epoxides react with large number of nucleophiles. So here oxygen atom combines with the reactive hydrogen atom of various compounds to form a hydroxy group, that is OH group. So the structure is, you notice that the epoxides react with HA, the molecule HA. The oxygen is react with hydrogen, and that the remaining A molecule act as a nucleophile. So it goes to that carbon, and the formation of a ring opening reaction takes place to form alcohol. So where HA may be water, that is H plus OH minus, here H is act as proton, OH minus acts as a nucleophile, and second is alcohol, ammonia, halogen acid, HX, HBr, HCl, maybe etc. So here A may be act as a nucleophile. These are the chemical properties. These chemical properties are used, very important properties due to the ring opening. So ring opening carried out under two different conditions. First one is acidic condition, and second one is basic condition. So first, by using base catalyze ring opening of an epoxide. So ring opening is taking place under basic condition via an SN2 reaction. So the reaction of epoxides under basic condition proceeds through an SN2 reaction. What is SN2? SN2 stands for bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. So here, first example, same, first and second same, both are same. So here first one is, notice that in NaOH, OH act as a nucleophile attached to, there is a less substituted carbon in 1 and 2. Which one is less substituted? In second, because first carbon attached a methyl group, hence that position is the most substitute product. So OH minus goes to second one. So you see in second example below one. So notice that the OH minus goes to second carbon, and the oxygen carries a negative charge. So that is first step, that is SN2 reaction takes place. Then in second step, there is a protonation of alkoxide takes place. So after breaking, oxygen carries negative charge. We react with water molecule. So oxygen carries negative charge. It react with hydrogen atom, and OH gives the positive. So there is the formation of dialcohol, that is a diol, sinyl dihalide. So second ring opening reaction, that is by using the acid as a catalyst. The acid catalyst ring opening of an epoxides. So opening of epoxides under acidic condition occurs two key steps. So first steps, the epoxide is protonated, and second step, the nucleophile attacks at the most substituted position. So first step, what happens? First H plus, that is acidic proton, is react with hydroxygen because it contains lone pair of electrons. It attached to the, so you seen in second structure, first step protonation takes place. So oxygen carries lone pair of electron attacked to hydrogen, that is proton. It is from acidic condition. So there is a formation of protonated epoxides. After that, second step, attack of nucleophile to the most substituted position. Here there is a attachment of CH3 in first carbon is the most substituted position. So hence the nucleophile attached to that position and it gives a byproduct. Last step, after deprotonation, there is a removal of H plus, there is a formation of alcohol, same vicinal dihalides. So these are the two chemical properties, that is by using a base catalyzed, there is formation of a diol. By using acidic condition, same, we use the diol. But in basic condition, the nucleophile, very important, attached to the where the less substituted product, less substituted carbon atom. In acidic condition, the nucleophile attack to most substituted position. And in basic condition, there is a SN2 reaction takes place. In acidic condition, there is a SN1 reaction takes place. So third, last chemical property, that is there is a epoxides react with Grignard reagent. So ethylene oxide on treatment with Grignard reagent gives addition product, which on acid hydrolysis it gives a primary alcohol as a final product. So this method is useful to produce a primary alcohol. So when ethylene oxide react with the Grignard reagent to form a addition product, which on acid hydrolysis to form primary alcohol. The examples here below one, epoxide, that is ethylene oxide plus CH3 MgBr methyl magnesium bromide react with each other to form a addition product, which on react with H plus, that is acid hydrolysis to form a primary alcohol, that is propane. So this is a complete our ethers and epoxide chapters. Thank you.